Okay, so let's talk about streaming and all of that other fun stuff. Let's talk about all of that then TV rights and all of that fun stuff. August 21st, 2020. Colorado fans will now be able to stream regular season games from the Nuggets, Avalanche, and Rapids in addition to other altitude programming. The deal comes almost a year after altitude was dropped by distributors Comcast, blah 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 blah, and blah blah blah. Scroll down a little bit, coloradohockeynow.com. January 11th, 2021. Same old story. Avs opening night game blacked out Comcast to Comcast subscribers. It's being broadcast by separate entities, Altitude, and I guess they won't be able to do it if you're a Comcast subscriber, Addition, or any other that isn't DirecTV, AT&T, or streaming. That's correct. You won't be able to see the game. No. 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 Now. There's a big issue. So, 1 second, we want the game to grow. We want more fans. Hockey is the least watched sport of the big four, so, we want the game to grow. And the next, the NHL's like, yeah, we'll sell the rights to people that are gonna make it as difficult as possible to sell our game. They don't want a company that's willing to spread the game. They want a company that's willing to make. They would just want money, right? And that's the thing that's blowing my mind out of this, right? The biggest profit maker that you can have in the world are fans. When people watch the game, they support the game. Like, it's I was watching Tim and Sid, and this is what came to my mind. For those that don't know, Tim and Sid's the biggest sports show in Canada, and they're like trying to explain why games are blacked out. And they go into this weird explanation that one of our TV providers paid an X amount to show the games regionally. They paid to have the rights to show those games only regionally. And the NHL allowed that. Like, screw everybody else, I guess. Why let people watch the games? Like, there has to be a point when the league stops and realizes that it's only digging its own grave. We don't have an NHL video game on PC, which I've mentioned before. The games are being blacked out in certain places because of rights. Like, how are you allowing a TV company to buy your rights and then just limit them? You're like, yeah, you can buy our game even though you're going to put it in a chokehold. Yeah, you can share our game that we love and that we want to grow, even though you're going to grab it by the neck and strangle it for every dollar that you can get. Like, where's the common sense of the domino effect here? More fans, more viewers, more sales, more commercials, more I'm having a really, really hard time. My basic, stupid, normal person brain is having a really hard time understanding this galaxy mindset of CEOs from these massive corporations. You paid money to not show it to as many people as possible? You paid money to limit your viewing audience? You don't want more commercials? You don't want to have an extra 50 to 100,000 people watching the games and therefore in turn get more commercial revenue because more people are watching your channel? Just because I'm really at a loss for words of just why. We want the game to grow. but we'll do everything in our power to not allow it to grow. Just a random side note: we've coined the term racism in hockey. From the outside, like, I get it. If you're on the inside, you're like, oh, it's a great thing. We're acknowledging it. But to the outside looking in, you're like, holy fuck, hockey was so bad that they have to like rate like, holy like, why would I want to watch that? Clearly, they have some deep issues that they need to deal with. Like, how is that helping anybody? Yeah, let's black out our games and then make us sound like absolute pieces of shit. Wild times.